Good evening, everybody. Welcome tonight. Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament Group Stage Action. We are in Group H today with teex88 on the left, DLP316 on the right. It will be a very entertaining match, I think. I'm Pro8007, very happy to be joining you here this evening. And on the mic with me this evening is one of our newcomers to our tournament and our community, Dustminion. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you for having me on.
All right. Well, happy to have you here. So teex has already been a very active racer today, going head-to-head with Raikou Rider in the early afternoon matches and splitting those two. So that was an interesting set of races. Now he's looking to finish the job and finish strong against DLP316.
Yes, this is going to be a very exciting match.
So,
and I'm about to drop the flag now.
All right, yeah. So teex is also a newcomer to the tournament, though he's been active in the community for several months. He finished second in a one-shot we had about a month ago on Randomania, finishing second to Midi Guy DP. DLP316 is the second year in the tournament. He finished 4-4 in group play last year and lost in a tie-break race one fine day.
And so begins the first round of tonight's match.
Yeah, so Tourney Flags 1, as always, is a sorry.
The worlds are in their natural order. Levels are also in their natural world, but they're shuffled still, and there may be an exception or two where a level will be where it's not supposed to.
Right. Yeah, fort numbers are shuffled here. So World 1, for example, could have 3 forts, even though it has 1 right now. So right off, 1, 2 had some nippers in there, but otherwise a fairly sedate level. teex go ahead.
That was quite the Paragoomba stomp there on teex's end.
Yes. So teex is going to go for the item in 1-3. Fires be damned.
So is DLP. We'll see if it's worth it.
And it's just a mushroom.
Nope.
Definitely. So that's unfortunate, but let's see what happens here. teex, if he can hold on to his raccoon tail, could actually get another shot at an item in 1 fort here. So that will really hold on to that.
Yep. What the whistle normally is, and they're not here in the ECs because that would.
Yeah, these are being played under any percent warpless rules, so no whistles. teex, with his raccoon tail, is going to be able to get the item. DLP is going to have to hope for a good item drop here. Item drops are randomized. There's a hammer for teex, so that can be really big. All the more reason for DLP to hope for a raccoon tail here. He is not going to get it, unfortunately.
Have to take out Boom Boom normally.
Yeah. Luckily, Fire Flower will make this pretty straightforward. But yeah, because hammers not only break boulders, they break lock. With World 2 having a significant advantage as far as that's concerned, could really help turn the tables early in this race for teex.
And so teex is the first to reach the airship.
He's about a level ahead right now on DLP. And teex is also a very accomplished vanilla player in Warpless and Hundo categories, so he's not going to be put off by too much here.
Especially not by single hit Larry.
Now, the 319 wand grab, DLP just taking on the Fire Bros now.
As you just saw, if you weren't already aware, the health of the Koopalings has been shuffled. So as their heaviness and their high jumpiness.
So we got a pipe. We got a pipe right. We got a lock right there, and teex immediately uses it to skip a couple of levels. So, yeah, fraternity flags 1 and 2, we do permit hammers to break locks here, but that will not be the case with fraternity bracket. We're done with group play in a few weeks. Fire nippers aside, teex is able to get through 2-1 fairly cleanly, and now we come to the end card.
The prizes have also been randomized, and you won't know what you got until you're out of the game.
Right. Fortunately, it does not appear he got anything off of that, so he's going to continue on to 2-4, which is a deceptively tricky level in Randomizer. So is the level DLP is in 2-3.
Ooh.
So DLP has actually opted not to use his... Well, that's right, he can't use his hammer.
Yeah,
so
he used it already.
Right, so...
He did skip the Pyramid and 2-3, which are two pretty long levels.
Yeah, they are the longest levels in World 2, so a pretty good draw, run of luck here for teex, as DLP is now in the Pyramid stage. Trouble with his crouches, finally gets through. teex 2-5. Through, so gonna take on Hammer Bro, and nice tail kill there.
Indeed. Another hammer!
Ooh. teex getting all the good items right now. He's got a good string going. DLP's got to be careful here. He's got Fire Nipper to deal with. teex getting a chance to show off some of those Warpless and Hundo strats. Get some P-speed there and 2 Fort. So we'll see how World 3 shakes out. The hammer that teex and I'm sure DLP picks up here could be very valuable as far as making this world a bit shorter.
As the LP goes to the levels that teex just went to, teex is in the airship.
So Morton waits. We'll see how salty he is today. One hit Larry. See if it's a thick Morton.
Heavy. Okay. Going for the fire kill. You got it.
Nicely done by teex. Getting the wand at 741. So a very good fight from teex there. And again, those Warpless and Hundo strats come in handy for things like this for a player like teex, who's able to execute them pretty.
That said, anything can still happen.
Oh yes. DLP is no slouch as a player. He's a very solid randomizer player. Lead. So we got up 2 pipes. We got 4 pipes right on the board here. This is interesting. This is an interesting. I think teex is making the right call here, holding onto that hammer, because it only saves at best 1 level, and you don't know what breaks and what doesn't. DLP.
Yeah, indeed, I would have done the same.
DLP looks like he got a cloud off the card, so that could be useful. There's his hammer. C note, and that's just the 20 coins of the cloud. That sounds right. Okay, so a couple more pipe checks now on the table for teex. Not here, that's on the east side of the island. Cloud for teex.
Speaking of clouds.
There is generosity here tonight.
Aaron Brothers are giving out love.
teex has got it. He is on his way to Wendy, and he's got Fire Mario, so we can make a quick work of her. About a 1 world difference now between the runners. They're both on airship. teex just finished off Wendy with another fire kill.
Another fire kill. That's
so. See how DLP handles Morton here. We could just go for regular hits, and it's a 3-hit Morton. In spite of the world-long difference, there's only about a 2.5-minute gap between runners right now, but that could expand as time goes on. We got a double. We got a 2-fort required world 4 because there's a lock and a bridge that needs to be completed. Ouch.
And so it's a 50-50.
Right. This might not actually be a bad place. If that creates the bridge, teex might just decide to go for it and just spare himself having to go all over World 4. It also depends where fort number 2 is. If it's way down there, you might just say, you know what, forget it, I'm just doing this.
It still depends on which block this breaks. It's the bridge.
Okay, so let's... Looks like he is doing exactly that. He is not even going to check.
I mean, he's got a hammer, I think.
He's got a hammer. He's got a couple hammers, I think. He is going to play 4-4 in lieu of 4-1. I think I would have gone the other way myself, but okay.
That was the nice Lakitu bump. Another.
Yep. 4-4 is one of those stages, like, if you're familiar with vanilla strats, this is pretty easy.
Also note that teex kept his momentum as he leapt off the platform there, as the waist-high water and all that.
We got a 3-fort World 3 and thing.
Alright, DLP has his cloud now.
World 4 airship. teex used some of those P-speed strats that are sometimes used by runners.
And there's Iggy.
Iggy. How tough is Iggy today?
2 hits.
Not very. So again, we're about an airship difference between the runners. As a teex clocks at 12:36 first half.
As the LP finishes World 3.
teex held on to his cloud here. which is not a bad idea actually, because starting in World 5, you start getting longer level. Yeah.
5-9 could very well be in the way, such as right now.
Yes, unfortunately, that's the wrong place for it to be.
Yeah, which is why he's gonna stomach this and push on through.
Yeah. Yeah, if he had 2 clouds, he might actually consider going for that, a double cloud play, but unfortunately, he's just going to have to swallow his pride on this one and play through. It is about a 45-second level. It can be a free 5-9, so there is that.
Yeah.
DLP going top route. But
yeah. This is one of 2 exceptions to the all auto scrolls are disabled rule. The other one we won't see until possibly the next seed, for reasons.
Right, because Turning Flags 1 does not have any lost levels. DLP is going back for the card. He's about halfway through it, 4, so he should be able to clear most of this. teex putting some of those star skills to use. DLP does
cleared it.
Get it. Alright, very nicely done by DLP. Now let's see what he decides to do. Okay, that was a good move. Oh, DLP is actually going to go for it. Okay, so he's not wrong, but this is a bit of a time thing.
Okay, here's a good cloud.
Yeah, clouding 5-3 is a good choice because 5-3 is one of the longest levels in the game.
And this is one of the easier fortresses. For this reason. Just keep moving and don't stop.
Right, if you got the platforming basic down, it's pretty straightforward. And even if you don't, it's not that challenging stage. So teex finishing off 5F2. He's got 2 pipe checks here. Now, he's going to take care of the hammer bro first.
DLP has chosen to cloud through that level, and
he's got an extra, so I don't blame him. In case.
Yeah.
Fortunately, DLP does not quite get the kind of lucky hammer bro draw that teex did. teex doing a nice one-shot there. So, okay, he got Paradox Pipe. He is not going to death. And, ooh. That's unfortunate. That's actually a case where it's actually not a bad idea to take the 100 coin fine, because you get a free look at the map if you go down, and you get to see where you might end up. So it's not terrible. 5-4 and 5-7 are not the worst levels to end up drawing as a result, but it is going to give DLP a slight edge here if he knows how to do that.
If DLP chooses the correct pipe.
That's the other thing. Is like it's easy to just go through one pipe and then the other, but if you get Paradox Pipe, that can kind of mess with you a little bit.
It'll still be a while before DLP gets there, but still.
Yeah. He's about 4 minutes behind, based on their World 4 wand grabs. So. When teex finishes match tonight, he will have finished group play and will be a win here. I think all but cements him a spot, a bid in the
the brackets.
In the brackets. Not 100%. This could, if there's a split here, this could get interesting. But could have 3 players at 4 and 2 conceivably, depending on how this goes. But 1803 for teex, so he's moving at a pretty good clip. We've still got World 6 and 7 to play for World 8, so see if how
Oh!
what do you about DLP? So nice draw there for DLP, getting all the stars, so he's gonna sail through this. Alright, so we got a pipe check. Ooh, that's a nice result. He's got a hammer. He's going to use it. But
Oh boy, this is very laggy level because of all the fire.
yeah, 6-4 is probably my least favorite because of the beginning. Okay, DLP is going to use Cloud and his hammer. He doesn't have any time for any of these shenanigans. MIDI guy saying hopefully there's no bridge required in World 6. Yes, that is a concern. There are 2... This looks alright, actually. This should be okay for teex. Teex got the same card again. He is gunning through this. He has a 1 in 8 chance of getting repeat business.
And he chose the wrong pipe. Or did he?
Now, DLP knows the strat, so he's gonna get a free look at the map, and he sees that, yeah, that's not what he wants.
Whoa!
So that's a fairly recent strat that we've started using. It's very valuable in situations like this. That saved DLP quite a bit of time as teex finished 6-1.
Yeah, that's... well done.
Truth, okay, it's a free pass to the finish line for teex. DLP cuts his deficit by about 90 seconds there. Teex trying to go for a fire kill. Got it.
Yeah. Goodbye, Lemmy. Well, it's possible for Lemmy to be one of the heavies that never comes up. Because...
yeah, I know that can't actually happen, but it's a nice thought. Alright, so... DLP, does he have a hammer? Does not appear he does. Oh no, he's going back for the card. Okay, I see. There's a hammer for teex. Could get utility out of that right away.
Such as now.
Such as now, and wow, what a Jet World 7 teex.
That was quite fast.
That's about as good as it could possibly get. So teex has got a pretty good shot here at a sub 30 now because of a Jet World 6 and 7. I believe Tapatio J holds the mark for the best time in the tournament so far at like 28:58, I believe. I'd have to check my records, but I believe it's somewhere in there. It's like break.
Alright. DLP has hammer net lock. And we know that's the right decision.
Yep. So yeah, I checked. It's 28:55. Tapatio has the best with his best time in group play so far. Wow. Okay, so well, that's the side effect of using your hammer right away. But so teex is gonna play 8-4 just to give himself some options here. DLP wisely using E-wing on the World 6 airship, saving time. So, while it didn't look like a great map, this actually isn't as terrible as it could be for teex because if nothing else, probably going to give him immediate forward progress, and there are pipes for him to check after he finishes here.
Yeah, having more than one barrier in like a single area, that opens up more routes than you'd think.
Right. So, and DLP got the wand. teex just damage boosting his way. He wants his sub 30. By God, no one is going to stop him. Okay, so that didn't break anything visible.
That was either on that screen or...
teex getting a hand grab here. It's the third hand stage. He's gonna play it through. I don't think he has a hammer. I don't think he's got a hammer suit yet. If he did, I didn't see it.
Maybe this will give him one. Nope.
Just a music box.
Which is absolutely useless in World 8.
Fortunately, yes. So teex is gonna play Air Force.
Yeah. And yeah, that item is gonna be... It's gonna be music box in the other two hand warps. Because they share the same prize room.
So 25-11, and teex is I got a confirmation he does have a hammer suit. So teex on his way to the end of Air Force. DLP also on his way to World 8. DLP is actually looking at a good time here right now too, about 32 minutes or so. Hype check for teex. Okay, so that's instructive because that's one of the forts that is not to beat. So, we got Navy and possibly Super Tank.
DLP also has a hammer suit.
Oh, teex has found it. teex is on his way to a great time. One bridge needed to be required to create the path
to Bowser.
Right.
And I believe the answer was Air Force.
I think so too. I only saw 2 forts, so DLP, no one cycle for him either. DLP, it's not a question of if he's going to get to sub 30, it's by how much.
Also, what route is teex going to take?
He's going to go for the clip, I think.
And he got it.
First try clip. teex. He is about to break the sound barrier here. So 5 hammers will do it, and here it comes.
And that is it. teex with a SRL time of 27:30.
That is our new best time for tournament flag. For either tourney flag 1 or 2.
Very impressive.
Yeah, that was very good. You know, DLP is slowly starting to come to the realization of what he needs to do. Question how fast it's gonna take to get there. Ooh. Caught by a hand. It's the first hand stage.
And again.
Well. You might want to consider a power-up this time. Nope.
He's still gonna chance it.
Well, he's lost 3 coin flips in a row. He might want to...
Okay, there we go.
And fourth, and 4, you know, just for good measure, so... Managing to clear the bridge before his star ran out. This pipe should take him somewhere in the top left, I think. Dark area. Yep.
And this should be where...
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, Air Force wasn't required after all.
So yeah, Wed was correct. A4 was the gatekeeper, so...
It was just a very roundabout approach.
Yes, it was. And if not for the 4 lost coin flips, it might have been a faster one, but such as it is. So while DLP is not going to get a sub 30 here, he's well on his way to a very respectable time in his tourney debut.
Yeah.
2020.
Yeah. Sub 35 is always good.
So, yeah. Looking at about a 31-30 or so, I'd say, depending on how it goes.
Even better.
Yeah. Well, it probably won't be any worse 32 unless he... I'm not going to say it, but...
Will DLP also attempt the clip?
I think he might. Yes. He's going to go for it. A little trouble with his timing.
Okay, he got it.
Nicely done by DLP, so this should wrap up in the next 25 seconds or so.
And... oh yeah, he can still hit you when he's going down. So watch out.
Fortunately. Nonetheless, a credible performance from DLP316, who... It really started with that first hammer, and then it just... He never was able to recover from that.
Yeah. DLP with an official time of 31:23. And that is round 1. We'll take a short break before we continue with round 2.
Yep. So stay tuned for game 2 of game 2. Double round robin match, group 8. And we are back. Welcome, everyone. Game 2 of 2 of tonight's Mario 3 Randomizer stage. You just got here for Game 2, Tourney Flags 2. You missed quite a race. As teex set a new tournament record for the tournament, notching a 27:30.
Very well done. Again.
Yeah, absolutely. Hell, it could have been faster, as we were discussing for this, because his World 5 could have been a little faster, because Paradox Pipe. But nonetheless, a very impressive start, and he had some early items DLP did not get, and he staked himself to an early lead and held it pretty much the whole way through. Now we come to Tourney Flags 2, where world order and levels are now shuffled along with everything else. So, chat, get your guesses. What's the first world we're going to see tonight?
Let us see. It is...
Say 5.
I'm going to say 6.
6? All right. So, chat's getting their guesses. Got a couple of 2s.
It's 3.
And DigiSkull gets in. Wells got in as well. So, all right. So, right away, we've got a long World 3 awaiting our runners here with 3 levels, and a 4th before they can even do anything.
Yeah. This level's normally in World 3, but
Yeah,
different number.
A French vanilla 3-4 to lead off. Not a terrible level. We got a free power up out of the deal, and Star also helped.
Yeah, this is a very heavy beginning.
Yeah.
And yeah, as we mentioned before in the first race, the lost levels exist in this flank set.
Yeah. We have 9 beta levels that were included in the code of the Mario 3 game. We're actually in the final cut, but our beloved creator Fred, not wanting them to go to waste, has created added the mix. Another vanilla.
He managed to put them in the game.
Right. 8 of them have been there since the beginning. He recently added a 1.6 beta version 1.3 in August.
Yeah. That one in particular we might see tonight, and it's very mean. The one they played before, not 2 minutes ago, is actually one of the easiest ones that could have been.
Right. So we got 5-1 now. Looks like it could be no star chain. teex about 4 or 5 seconds ahead right now on DLP. We're gonna get our first pipe. Well, not just yet. We could have got the first pipe check.
We got a hammer.
That's a nice find. DLP is going to do the same and get his hammer.
That will aid both our racers quite well.
Right. Wow, this is a pretty free World 3 all of a sudden, because one of these 3 pipes is going to do it, and it's a 1-4 World 3, so no worries about hammers.
Yeah, that was a quite deceptive Waterland.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to go one way, but nope. Team taking mercy on them. DLP's got a chance for a quicker kill here on Wendy. teex does not have Fire Mario this time. He had, like, what, 3 fire kills?
Well, she was heavy, but it doesn't matter.
It was a vanilla airship too, I might add, a World 3 airship.
Yeah, it was... So, we got to fight Wendy in her normal ground. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
I guess we can expound on that later.
That's pretty that's useful because if you get in her on an arena, especially when she's sick, that's tricky.
Was that an anchor?
It was. Whoa! 3 forts in a row here. Oh.
Well, good thing they had that hammer.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow.
So yeah, that anchor is special because airships don't move around when you lose a life in them. They stay put. So the anchor was repurposed to be a random item.
Right. And yeah, it is a wild card. It can be anything except a hammer. DLP is actually going to play this fort. That's interesting. Not sure I follow why. He got the hammer too, and
perhaps it's a gamble.
It is a gamble, and he may well be right actually because of the way the lock's set up. But yeah, I'm a little leery about this. But we'll see. Got 4F2 to lead off.
Turned out to be the right choice.
It is the right choice, so DLP saves himself a hammer. This... We'll see what happens in the next few worlds, but World 1, for example, could help swing this in his favor. We got World 6 airship.
And because this is the desert land, it's gonna still be Morton at the end.
Yeah. DLP is trying to go for those P-speed strats. We saw him practicing this before. Oh.
Anchor's hammer suit.
Tried to do this earlier. His success was marginal at best. So I'm not sure why he's going for this in a race setting other than swag. Really, it's going to end up really hurting him. It already has hurt him. See? That was... This is not... That was a bad mistake, unfortunately, by DLP's part, because that pretty much erased any his chance to really narrow the gap here long term. Well,
I guess, but I guess it still remains to be seen whether that's like game over or not.
Yeah.
But either way, what is the prize at the end of this?
DLP using a P-Wing wisely here to skip World 6.
Alright, a P-Wing. That means there are at least 2 more P-Wings in this seed.
B, yeah. Right. Go up. DLP.
Another anchor.
Yes, so that saves DLP, I suppose.
Yeah, assuming that he goes for that specific hammer, brother.
Well, right. Teek's finding another play another Ford, super tank.
Teeks is surveying the area.
3 pipes, world has 4, so 4th pipe is somewhere on the eastern island. It should be a free pass once they determines which one it is, unless it's the one behind the boulder. Then he's got a problem. Unless he drops a hammer here. No, but he got a cloud.
Alright. Checking the pipes.
There is. Okay, it's behind the boulders, so he's. So
Oh.
This is a chance. This is a chance for DLP to catch up.
Oh man.
Look at the
Here's
other
another lost level. This one is... this one's alright.
Yeah, this is kind of a 7.239-ish beta with the pipe with the multi-tiered platform.
I mean, sure, we saw a boss pass, but he became irrelevant very quickly.
He's finding it another hand stage. That's 2 in World 6 so far.
So that's another P-Wing for teex.
Yep. DLP's gonna play the card. Got 0 match first time out.
Alright. Okay, a flower and a star. Okay, music box and leaf.
Two, 4.
DLP got his other anchor, and which will be helpful because he knows it's a hammer suit. teex does not at the moment.
Right. At the moment. Though I imagine it's gonna come up at some point. But DLP is gonna play this, and then he's gonna probably check the pipes, and this is a huge time save for DLP if he takes advantage of it. It's a real shame if he doesn't.
Oh, there's Lemmy. Ball stuck in the ground. It's actually possible for one of his balls to get stuck in the ground and just keep bouncing on non-stop and then jump back out of the ground. I've seen it happen.
It is fairly random when that happens. Yeah. So 1050 for teex. DLP going in the decks of all the Hammer Bros. Besides do
DLP is going to check the pipes.
get out your commands in chat, everybody. Does do it correctly. Very good.
And DLP has caught up quite significantly.
Be about a minute 20 or so behind when he gets longer. Maybe less. Maybe just a minute. There's a hammer for teex. They're probably wondering, well, where was that like 2 minutes ago?
teex like, I could have used that.
World 5F1 now. DLP trying to get a fire kill on Lemmy, having a little trouble because of
Lemmy is defying the laws of physics.
And 12-10 for DLP, so yeah, about 80 seconds behind. teex has got the bridge. Now, let's look at that map again. That was the correct move.
Yeah, I think we both missed. Didn't get a better look at it.
Yeah, there's a hammer, another hammer suit incident. So
okay, there was another level in the way of the other pipe.
So use a cloud, you basically save yourself. Could have saved a hammer, essentially. And skip 2 levels to 1. So, you know, again, not quite the most accurate play by teex, but he still makes good time. regardless, and sailed through 6157 no problem. See how DLP sites he's been fairly accurate with routing so far.
teex is going for maybe?
Doesn't
3-6.
saving the cloud. That's not a terrible idea. One shot there by teex. Point shift.
And either way, he still ends up doing one less level than teex did.
Yeah, and not having much luck with the card, fortunately.
Alright, teex is entering the airship, with DLP not that far behind.
DLP is actually opting to play the card game again. Dex here.
Alright, we know the flower is a jukebox. Oh, DLP clears it.
Clean sweep now. Doesn't look like he got a lot out of it, though.
But it'll be enough, hopefully.
His hammer, so teex finishing it off. 15 on the 15 flat.
This seed is very generous with hammers.
Yeah, so far. Play this hammer, bro. Pale, but
More
Marx
music.
Brothers for us. Little Marx Brothers for us.
Marxio Brothers.
Okay, so we got 2 levels.
Okay,
1.
let's see if teex gets the clip.
Well, it's how many tries.
That's 4.
6. 7th try. Lucky 7. Hit Iggy, get the 16-12, so
We got into the beta level.
So DLP's a little over a minute behind. This is actually, even though we know this isn't an especially long level, it's not a bad place to use the cloud actually to get to pipe, because you already know you really can't go back here way.
This level is peculiar about its enemy placement, because if there's actually blooper nannies that expel their children,
Yeah,
they'll actually slow down the game even if you're on the screen above them.
right. Okay, so not a whole lot to work with as far as levels. Okay, we were talking about this 1.6 beta.
Yep. This one seemed to really love its fire.
Yeah. Still trying to get that clip to work. Not a level you want to normally help it.
Yeah, Sub-in 1 is pretty lengthy.
Pretty lengthy, and you have some really unpleasant enemy deaths.
And if you fall down, you have to redo stuff.
Yeah.
Ugh, no thanks.
Right. DLP way early on a lot of his jump. Got sub there. DLP has finally had enough, and I think he wanted to start over.
I'm gonna reset the timer. Either he's going back in or he's going to
I
cloud
think he's
past
actually
it.
probably gonna
Clouding.
cloud it. He's got a couple of them.
And P-Wing, not a bad strategy. Too bad it's this level.
Yeah.
P-Wing only helps for the first half.
Well.
Okay, Teex is in Air Force.
DLP actually getting decent mileage out of the P-Wing in the bottom half of the stage. Saving himself some trouble.
Yeah, perhaps I spoke too soon about it only being useful in the first half. DLP managed to make it work.
Well, sure that's not exactly what he had in mind, but yes, nonetheless was successful. So Teex went top route. DLP's gonna try. Oh no!
Oh
You do not
no! No. Yeah, even DLP is also going no.
He's got two other. This is a place where you got choices. Use them.
Yeah. 6-6 is a level you never want to see.
He's gonna go top route this time and gets 1-6 beta instead.
Oh, hello, Skyroy.
Yeah, Bouncy Roy costs him his Tanuki suit, but it's 3-hit Roy nonetheless. So Teex got it at 958. So
Get your guesses out for which of the remaining two worlds is it gonna be?
we haven't seen 1 or 7.
As a reminder, World 8 is going to be World 8 always.
Right.
It's 7.
One is a 1 Fort World 7 on top of that. I saw 710 there. That's not in the vanilla game. So, see how Teex handles the labyrinth.
Well, only one clear path there on the first island.
He's debating it. I think he's just going to play Fort and get it over with. And it is
Hello. There's Fort Knox.
7F1 Fort Knox. He might go for the 100 coin fine here. Yep.
Yeah.
Do it with a P-Wing. DLP.
Unfortunately, that is the closest Fatal Zone area place.
Yeah. A 100 coin fine that's basically taking a death. Teex.
Okay. Teex is clouded and played some tunes. And is on the ship.
He's going back for the card. I think he was hoping to get a repeat. He does not, unfortunately. Dick Ludwig. World 4 airship.
Oh!
Oof. DLP finding all the good levels here.
My goodness. Yep, definitely clouding through that.
Answer chat. Not all runners are careless, but sometimes you do it intentionally because you can do it faster if you start over. With Teex,
Yeah, in the...
he had a P...
Oh. You want to explain it?
Yeah, I would say with Teex, he had a P-Wing in his inventory. Using a P-Wing in 7F1 is so much faster than having to go through the whole route. That I'm not sure. That was okay. He wanted another P-wing. He's got more. He's got P-wings burn right now.
I mean, yeah, I've got them for days. No reason not to use them if they're applicable.
He's got another cloud too. He's probably going to use that at the end here. Well, he has to play at least one of the castles because one of them creates a bridge.
Yeah, there's a bridge that needs making. And there it is.
That's it. There it is, so... Got one cloud. DLP with the tail is gonna have a much easier go of this than teex. But he's still about 3 minutes back.
That was teex's last chance at an end card game. We won't be seeing it after.
teex getting 8-1. He's like, nah, I don't want to do that.
Nobody wants to do 8-1.
Anchors are clouds. Oh no, I'm sorry.
No, they're a hammer suit.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I thought I saw him in his inventory go for the anchor. No, I missaw that. Sorry about that. But
it's all right.
Nonetheless, did not want to play. Nice duck there on the Lakitu.
Very nicely done.
On 5-8, he did not want to play 8-1.
Again, nobody wants to play 8-1.
Not particularly, especially you saw what happened to Raikou today. Man, poor guy could not catch a break in that level.
And one Murph for good. Well, it might see a use, who knows.
So it has potential use, but it won't make, especially if you get a situation, you get a fairly linear spot or something, you can probably speed it up in a few places.
Well, just to see what 8 delivers.
About 25-43 for teex, so he's still fairly comfortably ahead of DLP going into the finale here.
How many fortresses do you think they're going to have to do?
How many bridges are going to be required to get to Bowser? I'm going to say 2.
I'm going to say 2 as well. Yes, 10,000.
Alright, so teex is going to check the fort, right? He's going to check the tanks, because there are 2 tanks levels in World 8. One is a regular level, one is a fort.
Yeah, the other tank is a standard level because regular tanks is considered a standard level because there's no boom boom at the end.
Right. teex finishing off 8 fort. Alright, so DLP, get the P-speed strats going here. We got 2 forts in a row. I kind of 2 minds of that. On the one hand, I kind of like the idea, because you can get those out of the way, and it's good intelligence, but I kind of want to see what the rest of the map is showing, too. So
Either strat is viable.
Yes.
In IMO.
For sure. Okay, so that didn't break anything visible, so that's pretty valuable right there.
Yeah. That's a potentially good sign, because it could have been on the Bowser site. Teex is going to ignore that other tank because for reasons we already explained.
Okay, so Teex is right back where he started, so he's got that much. Now, there's the fort.
Yeah, but Teex is going to check the where Bowser's fort is, because there is a chance that he may not need to do that fort.
Right. Yes he is.
Yeah, unfortunately. If he wants to get to that other pipe, he's gonna go through those. He'll have to go through those 2 levels, which is no thanks.
DLP is gonna miss out on a 1 cycle here. But yeah. So the good news is for Teex, he knows exactly where everything is, so he doesn't have to worry about that, and he doesn't have to play 8-1 and 8-2 at the same in a row, which is pretty nice.
Yeah. And with all the fortresses completed, he is en route to Bowser.
Alright, he's got his hammer suit. He won't sub 30 this time, but he's well on his way to a very good time and a very good average, which will be computed after he finishes here. DLP's found the pipes, found the correct pipe. Now he's just got to play 2-4.
Got the simple clip. And
what was it, first try last time?
yeah, last time was first try, and now it got a third.
So, well on his way to an extremely good time. Teex going to finish the job and score 5th win of group play to go 5-1 overall.
With an official SRL time of 31:07.
Indeed.
While DLP finishes up, we'll see if we can get Teex in here.
Yeah.
The 6-3 fort can be kind of mean at times, especially with that one room.
Yeah.
Depending on the enemy roster.
Yeah, the opening is really where I have the most trouble, just because you're trying to do P-speed strats, but the enemy placements don't always allow for it, and that can really mess you up.
I get hit by that last portion of the first room more often than not.
That's gotten me a couple of times. There have been a few other, but he knows what he needs to find.
All right, Teex has agreed to interview, and we should be seeing him soon.
Second. And speaking of that, we welcome Teex to the chat. GG.
Thank you so much.
Well, so a couple of really quick seeds for you. A nice contrast this afternoon.
Oh yeah, yeah. My race with Rider this afternoon was pretty wild. I had to watch the replay just to take it all in.
That first seat's World 6 and 7. Wow.
Oh yeah, I think I really lucked out with the end spade game because I had a really good abundance of clouds and hammers that I could just burn because I didn't know like what the arrangement of certain levels like 6-6 or 7-5 or 5-9 were gonna be until I actually went into the map. So thankfully, I was just able to unload on my ammunition once I was getting close to the end of the game.
Yeah, sure, and giving you the best time in the tournament thus far at 27:30. Very impressive.
Thanks so much. Those were those were some pretty generous seeds. So I'm really happy with how these went.
Yeah, and I just did your average, and with that at 5-1, your average time is 35 minutes on the nose.
Oh wow!
So that is the second fastest average so far in the tournament, behind me at the moment. But I've got ahead of players like completed players like Human Mustard. So and the classic one was had a 37-minute average. So very good company you're ahead of right now, going into the brackets.
Yeah, you're en route to the brackets, I think.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm glad to see that all these the weekly races that we've been doing every Saturday have been paying off in some way.
Oh yes, very much so, and put you in good shape for a very tough, like probably be like a 6 or a 7 seed, I'd say, in in the brackets. So that's going to be you're going to be one of the toughest outs, I think.
That was a very empty path.
Yeah. It's about peculiar.
DLP is done with an official time of 35:39. Get your GGs out, please.
Yeah, another, like, most of the, I think most other races DLP would have won, but it was not to be tonight. No fault to him.
Yeah, I mean,
he had a couple of bad spots, but
yeah, second match, DLP made some very good gambles that paid off.
yeah, he made some good gambles, and he made a couple other things. We also made some unfortunate mistakes that ultimately put him behind the 8 ball and never really got out. But that's the way it goes sometimes. But I know, Teeks, in your case, the big thing that paid off for you in the first match was actually the hammer you picked up and won for it. You had a tail, DL didn't, and that kind of set the tone for a lot of the race, because you had about a 3 or 4 level gap that he was never really able to get over.
I was fortunate enough to pick up the 2 power-ups right in the first level, which I think was 1-2. So yeah, the mushroom and the leaf were just pretty much right there. So I tried to be as conservative as I can going into 1-3, just to make sure I hold on to that tail so I could just get up there seamlessly for the fort. So I'm glad that even though like it was a little bit slower in the process, there was a trade-off that was worthwhile in the long run.
Yeah, that was really the big difference, I think, in game 1, and that was very good for you. So, so any other thoughts on group play overall? How you did? General impression of everything?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing the group play, and I'm glad I was able to take advantage of the luxury of having the hammers break locks, and I know I'm not going to have that, once I'm going into the brackets. So just enjoying it while I can.
Right, yeah, because tourney brackets not afford you the luxury of the end card or hammers breaking locks.
Yeah, but at least with when it comes to the end speed card game, the same handicap, so I don't have to worry about going through 2 or 3 cycles of the game and then just wondering if my opponent has 2 or 3 clouds or hammers more than I do.
Right, and we'll see what happens. Thought DLP was going to join us. Maybe I need. Sorry, DLP. Okay.
Did he get pulled in the wrong
No, that was me. That was my fault. He getting second. I have access to common control.
I guess while we wait, are you curious as to what the anchor was for Seed 2?
Yes, I am curious. Did DLP end up using any of them?
Yes.
Did.
It's a hammer suit.
Go figure.
Yeah. Well, had to be something. So, wait for show ups.
DLP will be with us soon.
Yeah. Quick run at the schedule here.
I guess while we wait.
So we have a triple header on Tuesday, starting with at 4 p.m. Eastern. GamerCal and Claris.com. That'll be an interesting match. A couple of bracket players going head to head. 7 o'clock Eastern, we have YoBGS Paratroopa 1, and that's actually the final match of B. And then 11 p.m. Eastern, we have Narvman 0 and Prior 57 going head to head. Wednesday, we have another Group H match between Mike Ryder and DLP316 at 9 Eastern. Then Saturday, we have GamerCal and One Fine Day at 3 p.m. Claris.com and Johnny Link at 8 p.m. Eastern. We welcome DLP316 to the chat. GG.
GG.
Hey,
GG.
GG Teeks.
GG DLP.
Some good times you put up.
Indeed, I've really lucked out with these 2 seeds.
Yeah. I know in the first match DLP, it was one of those things. It was just, he had a tail for one fort and didn't, and that ultimately turned out to be a huge item because it was a hammer.
Ah, gotcha.
So
yeah, that would help.
yeah, that kind of put him ahead there, and he was able to carry that momentum pretty much the whole way through, and it was one of those things. Not a whole lot you can do about it.
Yeah, he's one of those players that just, if he gets a lead, it's probably, it's very difficult to come from behind. Because, I'm not a speedrunner or anything like that. So, it's really starting to come into his own. And
for what it's
27 minutes, that's not many people are going to beat times like that. So,
for what it's worth, you did manage to close the gap a couple times during the second round.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the second match, there were a couple times that I don't know if it was eating inputs or what it was. There was a couple deaths that I truly don't think were my fault, but I don't think I was playing well enough to win the second match. So just gotta win from here on out, I guess.
Yeah. Well, 31-23 and 35-39 are certainly nothing to sneeze at. Those are very respectable times. I'm looking at my roster of matches. Most of the time, those would have been good enough to win. But it's one of those things, right?
Oh yeah. When Teeks first started, I used to beat him a lot. Then he got really good, and then he beat me a lot. And now it's kind of, I think if we play like 10 times, he would win like 6 times. I would win 4, or vice versa, what have you.
Right.
Pretty evenly matched, but he's played very well today, it looks like.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of this. With players getting really, really good players getting upset or getting real scares. The gap is much smaller this year than it was last year in terms of talent.
Yeah, I would certainly agree with that, because even some of the players that I've never even seen playing a weekly or whatever, they aren't playing playing pretty well. They have good movement, and it looks like they know the game at least. So it's some good matches I've seen already.
Yeah, we've had a couple of people who weren't in the 19 tournament, were in the 2018 tournament, making a return. Players like Buzz Thunder, and they've made their presence known pretty emphatically already. So, so any final thoughts, guys, before we wrap this up?
Nope, not really. Just thanks for the commentary and SpeedGaming for the restream, and teex for the match, and GG's again to him. That's some very good times, and it's going to be very tough to beat in the brackets. So good luck to him.
Indeed.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much, DLP. It was a lot of fun racing against you, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how your matches go moving forward. And I just want to echo those sentiments. Thanks so much to Pro8007 and to SpeedGaming for putting together this event and for providing commentary tonight. So, looking forward to seeing how things go over the course of the next week. Looks like we have a lot of good matches coming up.
We do.
Our pleasure. And thanks to Dust Minion for joining me this evening. And
You're welcome.
If you haven't already, give our runners a follow, and then give us a follow if you're feeling inclined. But start with our runners. We had a couple of really good races tonight.
They're the talent.
Yes.
Thanks again, guys.
So thanks all for watching. We will get on out of here, and then we will head on, and we will be back on Tuesday with more Mario 3 randomizer action. So. Thanks again for watching, and stay tuned for more Mario 3 randomizer action coming up this week. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. And good races.